Hello. How are you? And how are you taking care of yourself today? Here. Where did that banner come from? That's for later. That's for later. So, how are you? How is your holiday season going? Are you just like exhausted beyond measure? Or are you kind of like taking it all in and enjoying all the steps of the road? Yeah, last night I was like on the couch and I couldn't lift my head up and I was like, I can't do it. I can't bring my daughter to archery and my son wanted to go work out and I was like, I can't even move. The Diet Coke didn't work. What's up with that? Right. Yeah. So my wife is on a little bit of a different schedule and she was able to take the kids. So I'm so incredibly grateful for the help. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about quitting. That is my message, a little bit of a message, a little bit of a story, and a new exercise called the Lucky Seven. So, quitting. I grew up, and then quitting was always synonymous with like you failed, you couldn't do it, and there's something wrong with you, or you're not strong enough. So that's what I really focused on with regards to quitting. And so obviously I never want to quit anything. So if whoever is watching, feel free to say hello and to say either how you're taking care of yourself today or what you're grateful for. Would love to see you. All right. So I had a little bit of a life moment of a breakdown, and it really got me thinking. Like, what do I need to do? My current pace is non-sustainable. I absolutely love all the pieces of it, but I can't do everything. So, quitting, right? Quitting does not have to be synonymous with not being strong enough or giving up. It could be that we are just refocusing and leaving behind the things that aren't serving us right now. So, I do have a new schedule for this rest of this break and for January, so that I can move forward with some other projects of which I will tell you. So, anyway, let's get going with quitting. Once you leave behind the expectation, quit the expectation that quitting is bad for you. Quitting can also be a refocusing and kind of like a purging of all the things that are not necessary. Kind of like the lace on the nightgown that you're always really like, why is there a lace on this nightgown? It's perfectly fine without lace. Or the gravy. Sometimes we don't need the gravy, right? Not necessary. What we do want is our protein and our carb. So, all right. So we are going to talk about the lucky 7 steps to how we quit the things that do not serve us so that we can move forward with peace and harmony in our hearts and not completely scattered trying to do everything, because you know what? We're not made to do everything. We're made with mouths and ears. So that means we can ask for help and gratefully receive it for the things that do not serve us. All right. So this is the process that I went through to get to my point so that I can quit forward. All right. So the first part is defining, like define your goals and your roles. I said 3 because I think 3 is reasonable. So 3 goals in your life or 3 roles in your life that you have. And so write those down. And then below, so each of those can have our own page. And just want to let you know, at the end of my post for today is all of the instructions of the Lucky 7 to quit forward. So I'm going to kind of breeze through them, but if you want more detail, just go to that. So for each of the roles or goals, just write down all the things you need to do to be successful at that. Or If you want to be like a perfect parent or a present parent or a successful coworker or successful boss, what are all the things that go into that? So the second step, it's my favorite step. So it's called question the premise. And in a book I read, the acronym was QTP. So for every single thing you wrote down with regards to your role or goal to be successful at it, say, so like to be a present parent, I have to be available all the time. Do I? Do I have to be available all the time? So you got to question everything. Yeah, totally like that kid in class, like in history class, when he would be like, I don't understand how, Heracles' story is going to impact me when I try to find a job in accounting. Like, totally random. But you know what he did? He questioned the premise. And so, yeah, so you get that chance to kind of step back and say, like, is this the stuff? Do I need to do this stuff? Do I need to do laundry every day to have a clean house? Do I have to sweep every single day and mop every day to have a clean house? Do I? All right. So that's like one of my favorites. So you got to cross all that stuff out. That doesn't matter. And the third thing, so after you cross all the stuff, and then I say cross off the nice list. So there's some things that you're doing on there that are very helpful, but what they really are is very helpful distractions. So here's a good example. So my wife and I, for a lot of weeks, our date was going grocery shopping. So I started to feel bad on the weeks that I wouldn't go grocery shopping with her because I felt like that was part of our connection time. But you know what that really is? This grocery shopping. And honestly, when I go grocery shopping, we usually end up buying more stuff because I'm like, oh, it would be so nice if we did this or that. And so I end up slowing my wife down. So she's right after work going grocery shopping, and I'm like, boom, boom, boom. And we don't really connect anyway. It's just like maybe the ride there and back. So when that extra half hour that we were there because of all the stuff that I was saying, we could have spent at home just sitting on the couch with the dogs, just connecting. So, I call those helpful distractions. So that one is pretty crossed off my list. All right. So the next thing I say is highlight for help. So take the things off your list that would really help move you forward, but they're not in your zone of genius. They're not something that brings you joy. So get help, even if that means like asking your child to step up or asking a neighbor's kid to step up or finding someone to walk your dogs in the morning. So just getting all that extra help so that you can get that space so you can move forward with the things that bring you joy and more authentically and focus on your roles and your goals. All right. So the next one is post-it time. So this step, honestly, can be done almost at any time during this exercise. So last week I talked about a post-it exercise. So it's about labels. So it's like helpful and unhelpful labels. So if you are kind of questioning the premise of like, do I need to do this role in my life? Like, do I need to take care of my aging parent in my house every day? Do I? So that can help you remove that label of like, maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe there's other people who can help me and come in my house, or maybe I can find a facility that nurtures and takes care of my dad while I'm also taking care of my kids or my job. So the post-it note exercise was in last week's story. The link I'll put below here. So if you're starting to question like the whole premise of like your role or your goal, feel free to do the post-it exercise and see if that is a helpful label or not. All right. The next one. This is this is a really big step, but I'm only gonna just talk about it on a big level. So align for success. So what you're trying to do is the three roles and the three goals, very, very important to you. But what you need to look at is if you are aligned with yourself and those goals. And what I mean is the time you need to take care of yourself, the time you need to like to just say like, yes, this is my personality. I need that. Like maybe you're like, I want to be a dog walker. And I want to start walking dogs at 4 a.m. And that might directly conflict with like you want to get up and you want to write your pages every day and first thing in the morning. So think about that early morning dog walker routine directly conflicting with trying to do your writing first thing in the morning or trying to do your meditating or your exercising first thing in the morning. So, but I guess if it's exercising, that would work out, right? If it was a dog walking and exercising. So aligning who you are and how you need to take care of yourself and in light of the roles and the goals in your life. Like I'm a highly sensitive person and I need a lot of alone time. I am also an extrovert, so I need connection time. So when I schedule my days, I make sure that I have some connection time and then I have some personal reflection time in the morning to honor that need in light of my goals in life. I'm a writer and I like to connect with people. So, all right. So after that, then you are on your way to quit some things that do not serve you to move forward. So that's the seventh step is like decide what you need to you're just going to get rid of so that you can be more focused and aligned with yourself in your life. Okay, that's a lot. I know. So feel free to check out my article this week so that you can get all the nitty gritty details and do a little assessment. And why not now during the holidays when you get some extra time to reflect on how you can show up for your best self. So, all right. So, what does this mean for me? Okay, so here is my schedule. So, I am going to take my first break in 18 months. So all my media channels will go fairly dark from tomorrow through mid-January. And in February, be coming back with like a once a month story and also live with Heidi and Heather show. All right, so that is what that is. But I do want to let you know what I am focusing on. So what I'm moving forward with is my book and my companion workbook, which is going to be a course. So if you would like to be on Team Sunshine, book launch team, and get a early copy of the book and then be able to buy it and review it on the launch day, which will be in March 2022, just email me at howdy@HeidiEsther.com. And also, if you want to check out my course first, or if you're in the Champaign-Urbana area and would love to maybe try out a little live experience of my companion workbook called Peeling Your Onion. So it's kind of like digging inside of you and feeling your feelings and getting curious about things and letting some things go and also uncovering your more authentic joy. So would love to have you there for the experience with me. All right. So that is the schedule. I wish you all a very happy holidays, a very connected and restorative start to your new year. I will be on Facebook giving some updates starting in January just about the book and the course, and that will be on my Facebook. That will be on Facebook and YouTube channels so that you can continue to keep up with what I'm doing with the book and all that good stuff. So, all right. That is it for me this week, I guess this year. And I am wishing you all the best for as we close out this year and start a new one. And I look forward to quitting forward with you and wishing you love, light, and laughter. Until next year, I'm Heidi Esther.